Welcome to Total Fitheads.
Serious fitness for not so serious people. Bum bum ba-dum bum bum. Max, where'd you go? Down,
I don't know.
Down, 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 down,
Oh, I know.
down. There we go. Dun, 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 dun,
I accidentally hit the thing on my phone. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, man. Is it New Year's, Specs?
We are finishing up 2021.
Wow, another year. We're alive.
Where does the time go?
No idea.
Is that 2 years of Total Fitheads now? No, because we started talking
Almost.
about it in January, but we didn't launch till later. Is that right?
Right. I don't remember. I remember it started with like a New Year, New Me January 30-day challenge. I think we were making fun of them. And then we were like, we should do one.
I just got an email saying that TotalFitheads.com needs to be renewed. So
Cool.
we must have
Look
just
at us.
purchased it a year ago. Also, your beard? What is going on here, sir?
Really there. New Year, New Me.
Wow.
Trimmed it up.
How's it feel?
It feels crazy. I can see my neck for the first time ever. It's so pale. I feel so much faster and more elusive. I'm just like all over the place. I'm like a cat.
Huh.
Zipping. Yeah.
Looks good. Aerodynamic.
Thank you. That's the that's the idea.
It's like when those Olympic swimmers shave everything before competing. I mean,
everything.
Yeah. Yeah, why don't the girls shave their head if it really would make a difference? Maybe it wouldn't that much.
I think it's overblown. And they also came out with those like full body Speedo suits, remember?
Yeah. To the point where they might be cheating because they're somehow pulling water through you so quickly that
it's the water barrier.
The water barrier.
Sound barrier. I never understood that because it's just too. They're like, well, you don't want to be too buoyant, and I'm like, don't I, or do I? What's the advantage, and how do you play around it? And I don't know. It seems ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, you wanted to be buoyant. You wanted to have a little body fat, so you floated.
I thought so.
Is that a word?
Floated, yeah.
Float.
Floated.
I don't know.
Like, what's his name? I mean,
Michael
this
Phelps.
sounds horrible, but no, Oscar Pistorius, the guy with the fake legs, he like lost he competed in the Olympics and then he lost in the Special Olympics, and he was complaining about the guy using a non-regulation mechanical foot.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, this is so much beyond what I can comprehend right now. I'm just gonna. It just looks cool when you guys run. How about that?
Honestly, and let's all just take steroids. It's fine.
Yeah. And then I think he got in trouble for like murdering his wife, didn't he?
Yeah, there was something there about that. Not sure. Not sure if he was convicted.
Sure-footed.
What?
Anyway, what? So anyway, I haven't shaved. So back to the point. No, I haven't shaved my arms or my legs yet, but I shaved my beard. I feel really slim, trim now, very quick.
Is it because you're looking at the scale, trying to cut that out? Show off some pounds.
I don't know if I shed any pounds. I should have weighed it.
Yeah.
I went to the barber shop and the guy was like, this is like a haircut. It's looking at all the hair all over the place. I'm like, yeah, sorry, man. Thanks.
You're less wizardy now. You still want to grab it?
I do, and it feels like a phantom limb. It feels very, very odd to me, but I'm glad I did this and I didn't go full razor shave because I would have had a nervous breakdown for sure.
Well, I feel like 2 days later and you'd have it back anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I just cast my spells.
You wizard.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, new year, new me. What are you gonna do?
Oh yeah, you did it a little early.
A little
I'm
early.
holding off on improving myself at all until we hit precisely midnight.
Well,
on New Year's Day.
How do you improve on?
Thank you. I know. No, this is my complaint about New Year's resolutions is that it just postpones improving yourself. I'll make a new minute resolution. If I need to improve something, I'll do it right now. I'm not waiting until next year. And another thing is just this collective consciousness of I've gone off about how New Year's sucks before. I forget what video. Oh, I do know. Whatever. I've talked about this in the past just on my main channel, but basically it's everybody has this thing in January that they're going to make a half of January resolution and give up on it, and being sucked into that energy, I feel like collectively, I don't know, that it's getting a little woo-woo there, I guess. I just don't want to be a part of that. Everyone else
I'm of two minds because I find it to be everybody's doing it, everybody fails, everybody like goes way too hard, way too fast, and then like burns out. They fail for crappy reasons. It's not like they failed. It's because they went too hard, too fast, got too excited about it, didn't make a plan,
change diet and workout and sleep and all these things all at once. Like, well, obviously I'm going to pick one.
I think it's kind of stupid and annoying. And it also sort of extends my hatred of New Year's Eve. It's just a bunch of like tryhards trying to try hard. And that's what January feels like a bunch of I mean, I guess it's a decent metaphor. Like if people who don't normally get hammered, everybody goes out on New Year's Eve, overpays for everything, gets so drunk that it's too much, parties too hard, has a terrible like it's not they're not prepared for it. That's sort of like January. Everyone's like trying to do this new fitness thing, buying a Peloton last year, throwing away all their food in their pantry and then buying it all back again 2 days later. Like it feels like everyone just goes too hard, too quick without an ounce of preparation or planning. And so, that's why I don't like all the New Year, New Me fitness stuff.
Yeah. And all your friends are like, oh, I'm not drinking anymore. I'm doing Whole30. We can't get dinner. Like, shut up. Okay, I'll call you on the 15th when it's over.
Yeah, if you last that long.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I will say that anything that gets somebody into trying something, fine. I should just shut up and be like, all right, yeah, go ahead. Tell me about it. Whatever. Anything at all that gets you excited to eat better or sleep better or get your workouts in or get better workouts in, blah, blah, blah. I feel like I should just like bite my tongue on it.
Well, and I also understand the compulsion in the beginning of January to sort of cleanse what you did at the end of December.
Yeah, because it was a real train wreck at the end of December.
Yeah. Because my birthday is a week before Christmas.
So wow, shout out to you. Let's make it about you, Allie. How do we
well, me and Jesus were conceived 1 week apart. Right. And then right after Christmas, a week later, is New Year's. So it's just nonstop. You never get a chance to really reset. It's I mean, even if you take out the birthday, it's still pretty tough to be on track in the end of December. And I get the idea that you want to.
I feel like midway through December, everybody just checks out. Who's working on the December 18th? Maybe they're in the office, but they're like, dude, I don't
phone it in.
We'll see what happens.
Bon Jovi Friday
that week. Maybe I'll get it done that week between Christmas and New Year's. Just kidding. Nobody does anything ever.
Right. Yeah, it almost kicks off with Thanksgiving, right? You go overboard then, and it's like, well, I'm bulking. It's winter.
Yeah. So not even Thanksgiving, probably 4th of July. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then but not even 4th of July, probably Cinco de Mayo. No.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day, obviously. That's when the real party starts. And then from then on, it's just a nonstop string of
enjoying your life.
Just hanging around. St. Patrick's Day is in there. Yeah. So anyway, I think maybe the issue is January. There's no holidays. And so
Yeah,
everyone's like,
there
oh, I
are,
guess
but it's the first. You burned out the first day.
it's not the first. It's the 31st of December that you're sort of sticking into.
Supposedly. Okay, fine. Yeah, that's a good point, especially for people of our age and inclination to party. Then the 31st is the day. But technically, my mom wakes up and it's a holiday on January 1st and you don't have work and she eats pork and sauerkraut or whatever.
Pork and sauerkraut.
And you see your family.
My aunt does fondue. She does a New Year's Eve party with fondue. And it is
start the year off smelling like cheese.
Well, it's cheese and chocolate.
Ooh.
Yeah, so she has a couple of those fountains.
Oh, and in January, you're getting bombarded by 30-day challenges and everybody telling you to whatever. That in the way that everything dies after December in terms of selling you things, the fitness industry takes the heck off in January.
Comes alive. Yeah, for sure.
No more Black Friday sales. Now it's fix your life. What did you do?
Or I can fix your life in 30 days or less. You know, I'm like, damn,
thigh
that
gap
sounds
in
great.
30 days or less.
Thigh gap in 30. And if you can't do it in 30, you must be some kind of a loser.
You just need to pay more. All right. Regardless of our hate for New Year's resolutions, do you have any?
Well, now.
Yeah.
I sort of do, sort of don't. And I sort of tried to make mine fitness related.
Yeah.
My first one was, as much as I was literally just making fun of a 30-day challenge.
What are you going to do?
Find yourself a 4 to 6 week sort of cycle plan, workout plan, structure. Because what I do is I like get back into shape, air quotes. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll like really get back into shape. But what that means is I like make sure that I'm getting a workout in 5 to 7 days a week, or you know what I mean? I make sure that I'm either working out every day or active recovery every day or something, but I'm not following a specific like a bodybuilding plan or like any sort of like a Brian Borstein cycle or anything like that. And so this next year, I think it'd be kind of fun to have a sort of full set month plus, around a month time frame.
Yeah, like a season
like
or something.
That. Yeah. Like you did like a bodybuilding one, then you did an Olympic lifting one, and then you did what did you do, like a gymnastic one or something?
Yeah, well, that was working on my muscle handstands. I was just doing handstands 7 days a week.
I did one handstand for 37 days. But I like that. I think that'd be kind of fun to do. Like, see if I could do something like that. See if I could improve in some way, strength or aesthetic or whatever.
Pick a thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm just sort of vaguely trying to add muscle or something versus, okay, I'm going to get good at X.
Yeah. Or like, see if I can focus on something and improve it versus, oh, I've been working out today and wow, look at that. My shoulders are bigger, or my waist is smaller, or I feel better, or like that's all nice and good, and that probably will happen anyway. But to like pick something and focus on it, I think that'd be kind of cool. I haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, and that's, I guess, on my list this year. I say I guess because I still feel so defeated, but I want to get that muscle up. What the heck?
Oh yeah.
I do think I'm closer. I know I'm closer.
What happened? I thought you were going to do that in 30 days.
Yeah, I made a video of me failing to do it in 30 days.
Spoilers.
Obviously, you don't watch my channel.
No,
you didn't miss out because it was anticlimactic.
Yeah, I think you talked about this on another pod.
So I've been doing that, like Brian's stuff, but I guess I should focus on that specific skill, right? So I'm going to get back into that and working on the transition and, separating out the pull from the push and then putting it all together. Maybe we'll see. Yeah, I want to do more gymnastic stuff. Handstands too.
Handstands was a big one. I thought that was 2 years ago for you, or a year ago. I can't remember.
Yeah. And I am better at them. It's never like, okay, you got your muscle up. It's like, yeah, I can do a handstand, but where do you draw the line and how is it good enough? I mean, I'm no Kaylee Meyer yet.
That's what I was gonna say. That's the
Yeah.
line. Can you do it on a
The line
hoverboard?
is, good Lord.
The line is written in her tire marks.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a fun, sort of impressive skill to have. That's the handstand's a cool one. That is fun though, to do something like that specific.
Yeah. But otherwise, training wise, I don't want to change anything because I'm changing other stuff. And if it's too much at once, you don't know. There are too many variables. You don't know what did it, right? What? Yeah. So.
What else are you changing?
My diet. As I make fun of Whole30 in January, I'm going to go vegan for 60 days. 60 days, probably.
60 days? My gosh.
What the heck? Once you set up a system, it's like, whatever. I eat the same thing every day. I just need to figure out what that is plant-based.
No. I feel like
it's all front-loaded, right? You write the program and then it works itself out.
It works itself. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like you're in a good position to do it because there's so much cool plant-based stuff there, like that people are making, people are doing now that like you'll have
that's a community that's being served.
Exactly.
Versus when we were in high school and it was like didn't exist.
What does that mean? You mean vegetarian?
Yeah.
There was no plant-based. Yeah. Also, nice one, virgin.
But see, I'm making this video and I keep going back to the idea. What the two bros that are really buff bros?
I think they're buff bros.
Buff guys? I think it's buff guys.
Buff guys? Are they bros?
No, you're thinking the buttery bros, but buff guys.
No, buff guys are the ones that do the Batman workout,
the Thor
dudes. Workout. Buff dudes.
That's it.
Dude guys.
Dude buffs.
Butter buffs. Butter buffs.
Anyway, they made a vegan video where they went vegan for 30 days and it's so well done. Like, why would I do it?
Their videos are so good. Their workouts are so good. They are so good. I think those guys are so cool. I didn't catch the vegan one. Did you watch it? What happened? Was he like struggling?
They just document their experience, but in a way that's fascinating because they're changing a scene every time, and there's voiceover and an animation, and they're B-roll. They have B-roll. It'll be the same thing as me, but really visually compelling.
My B-roll is just like my iPhone in the side of my head that I like. It's like recording in my pocket. And I'm like, oh, what have you been on this whole time? That's my B-roll. It's so stupid.
Oh, that's funny. You can put that on stock videos for people to use and sell it. B-roll, what it's like to be in my pocket.
Oh, hey, little buddy, where have you been? Yeah, exactly.
That's funny.
Oh, that's great. So you're going vegan. Wow.
Yeah.
Is that the only one you have planned? Are you immediately after vegan gonna go carnivore?
So I have to do it and see if it moves the markers I'm looking for because I have high cholesterol and this is like my last resort.
Right.
So for the 60 days, if then my cholesterol comes down, I guess I'm a vegan now. I don't know. I'll probably add in fish and see how that goes. Yeah, like I don't want it to succeed because
you're like, to being a vegan. No. It's like when I was doing levels and I was seeing what spiked and what didn't. I'd be like, oh my God, please don't spike. And then certain things wouldn't. Like I feel like some apples were really bad, but not all of them. Is that weird?
Oh, really? Interesting.
Like Honey Crisp, which is the best apple, would spike me real bad, but like green apple was fine. It was a lot of weird stuff like that. But then once I realized that, I was like, oh wow, so I just don't want to experiment anymore because I don't want to.
Yeah, right.
So
Dr. Casey always talks about having unripe pears that won't spike her, but ripe ones will. That's fascinating.
Wild.
Yeah.
I wonder how long that lasts too. Like, does that ever change as your body changes?
Yeah, and I think they're gathering that data now, right?
Well, I mean, the company's
Should you
5 years old, isn't it?
Yeah.
10 years, you know, like
I
how long
mean,
have we had this data?
Yeah, but it was only to help diabetics
Right.
with
Not for
with diabetes versus trying to optimize for non-diabetics.
Well, so are you going carnivore? Did I ask you that?
Yeah, I guess I'll do that after.
See which one you like.
That sounds like kryptonite for LDL.
Yes, it sounds horrible. I had a buddy the other day who was all hopped up on Joe Rogan and David Goggins. And he was like, well, like, dude, he was telling me about carnivore. And he was like, well, but like, dude, like how do we know that like those fats are bad for your heart? Like, what if LDLs are like, who knows? And I'm like, who knows?
Doctors.
Heart doctors. What are you talking about? What is that? And they were like, well, they think. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure they know definitively, actually. That, but you know, you get hopped up on, you know, an Instagram pump up video rabbit hole, then yeah, I'm sure you could be convinced of anything. Carnivore never appealed to me. Although I guess it's just because I couldn't like imagine what my plate would look like. But I guess
and the
it's
whole
like
thing about you have to eat the entrails and bones and stuff.
So gross.
But it makes sense. Oh no, dude, I'm that guy.
Dude, think about it. You know?
Think about it. That's like, it.
Think about it. How about I think about going to college and getting a PhD in the subject, and then I'll like begin to be able to think about it.
Think about it while I eat broccoli.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyway. Yeah, if I wasn't battling this cholesterol thing, I probably would just try it for the heck of it, you know.
Just for kicks.
Yeah. I mean, I did Soylent for 10 days, which was stupid and horrible.
Yeah, you almost died, didn't you?
Horrible for my body and felt horrible. It was not fun to only drink for 10 days.
Mentally, was it kind of weird not to like chew anything?
Yeah.
Did you just like go through a lot of gum?
No, I didn't even think about that, man. I could have been masticating the whole time. By the end, I was freezing them so that I could at least chew on the ice. Yeah,
that is so wow.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen the video, I lost weight after 10 days of Soylent, and the weight was muscle, and I actually gained body fat. Yeah, so the exact wrong recomposition.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, if somebody wasn't scanning and went on a Soylent diet, they'd be like, "Oh, I lost weight. That's great." They would not realize that they actually screwed their body up worse.
Well, next time,
I'm different than other people. Maybe somebody would freaking crush on Soylent.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Who knows? Are you doing any diet changes in the new year? Dry January.
Not really. Dry January. Where's the fun in that?
February 1st. That's where the fun is.
That's all the meth that I'm doing in January.
Meth Jan.
Because I'm so
I love me some
bored.
Meth Jan.
I had written down something of like making more of an effort to not quite meal prep, meaning like you don't have to cook beforehand, but decide your meals beforehand. Because I found that really helps me a lot. Buying that 5-pack of chicken breasts and just knowing that, all right, that's my next 5 lunches, 5 bags of those frozen Asian medleys, and you just microwave that, and that's your vegetable side or whatever. Being more sort of disciplined about doing that, because I really like doing it, and I think the only thing that holds me back is I'm like, well, it's a weird thing to like decide your next 5 lunches, because then socially you're like, well, I don't know, what if I want to like go out to like eat with a friend who's in town, or if I
not gonna happen. It's January.
Yeah, exactly. No one's anywhere, so who cares?
Yeah.
So that was my like sort of soft resolution. It's not, unfortunately, it's not a very good one, because one of the things about your resolutions should be it's very, very definitive and trackable, and you should be able to know whether you did it or not. So I guess a better one would be like, I commit to pre-planning 20 healthy lunches a month or something like that.
20-day thigh gap.
Well, it's only half day. So only one of my thighs would gap, I suppose.
Yeah, indeed. Pick one.
Just the right one's like way over here. Everyone's like, is that guy okay? What's wrong with him? Is that a peg leg? Oh, he's a pirate. Got it.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that true that your goals or your resolution should be definitive and trackable and measurable? I guess that makes sense.
They talk about something called there's something called a smart goal. And SMART is an acronym, although I'm sure that they reverse engineered it.
Yeah.
We were like,
sounds familiar.
All the letters add up to stupid. Well, we better change some of the goals.
Yeah.
But the idea behind SMART goal is it's I don't know off the top of my head, but it's like it's specific. So it's not like eat healthy. It's like eat healthy lunches. It's SMART. SM, measurable. And SMA is achievable, I think. So like something you can actually do, accountable, whatever. R, I don't know what R is. Maybe like realistic, which is kind of that's what it is. A and R are the same ones. That's how you know it's a SMART goal, is that they like double the letter.
Just hammer it home a couple times. And then T?
T is time.
Okay.
So
when you're gonna achieve it, yeah.
So I'm not gonna eat healthy. I am going to eat 20 healthy lunches in 1 month.
Yeah.
In 1 month.
See, yeah, and that sounds more like setting up a system versus having a goal. Right. You know, you're not saying, I'm gonna lose body fat. You're saying I'm gonna do this system of same thing over and over.
Right. That's what makes it a better goal.
Yeah.
I'm pretty impressed with myself for just ripping off those 5 letters.
Really well
done.
The
trick is A and R being the same. I'm like, boom, there it is. That's why it's stupid.
Smart.
And again, if somebody wants to look these up and double check and
let us know in the comments that we're idiots.
R is like reflexive or something, and I'm like totally mistaking it, then that would just be the cherry on top. But it's a good idea, and I think it's a reasonable. I think it's a good idea to make goals like that.
See, now that makes me feel like my muscle up thing is bad because I don't have a time limit on it. I'm just like, I'm gonna keep working towards it. Yeah, but when I put the 30-day time limit on it, I screwed myself. So,
well, I think you start with a hilariously achievable time. So if I said, can you do another a muscle lifetime up in 50 years? If I give you 50 years in a cell somewhere, could you do a muscle up? I think you'd probably figure it out, right?
It's funny that you had to block out all other stimuli so I could get my muscle up. Thank you.
Without Instagram storying about it, can you?
What?
Like,
why am I even learning?
I don't understand.
Makes no sense.
Yeah. So I don't know. Smat. I think you can do a muscle up. So let's say your goal is to do a muscle up in 2022.
Yeah. So that gives me a whole year. Yeah.
Well, it gives you a whole year, but you also, that's only part of it because it'll give you a whole year. Then December will roll around. You're like, oh no.
Yeah. I tweeted at the end of last year, it was like December 31st. And I said something like, oh, my New Year's resolution was to eat an apple a day. Crap, I got to have 365 apples today.
Yeah, that's pretty good. What about if you can't do a muscle up in 2022, how about putting a penalty in for yourself?
Yeah, the gator eats me. I got to do a muscle up over top of a gator cage. Boom. And if I don't get it, that's a penalty. So I get thrown into the gator cage. He's running at me. I jump up to the rings and muscle my way out of it. which seems so practical. Functional fitness, of course.
Functional fitness. There you
need
go.
to know how to do a ring muscle up to save your life in that scenario.
That's so true. I can't think of a more common occurrence.
Yeah, and I can't believe I'm not prepared for that. I'm gonna get on it in 2022.
How about if you can't do a muscle up in 2022, I get to tattoo you?
Oh, I hate that so much. Oh, that's so stupid. Why am I saying yes? No. Yeah. You're doing the tattoo? You're picking the tattoo? You're picking the location? What are the parameters? Oh, I hate this so
anything
much.
you want. I would say I don't really want to do a tattoo because I'm not very good at tattooing. I'm O for O.
Yeah. You never
I've
know.
never given anyone a tattoo because that's absurd. But I mean, if you want me to give you a tattoo, I'm happy to. I'd like to pick one out and I'd like to pick the place.
See, no, I could agree to you picking it, but it goes like on the bottom of my foot or like
Fine,
somewhere.
I'll pick the tattoo. You pick the place.
Do you already know what it's gonna be?
Nope.
You have a year to think about it.
I feel like a dolphin jumping over a sun at sunset, but you know,
what
that's
the
just
heck? Now I'm never gonna get a muscle up. That sounds dope.
I think that I don't know what I would have you do. I might do Andy on the bottom of your foot and the backwards A.
Stupid.
Or yeah, I know exactly. Well, that's why it's up to me. I might do a. I won't. Here's what I'll say: no face. I won't do a face tattoo. Oh no, wait, you're picking the place. That's fine. So never mind. Just don't worry about it.
Just don't worry about it. Yeah. I'm thoroughly worried about it.
Well, it's not a problem if you just get a muscle up. This is like beyond a hypothetical.
Okay. Oh, I hate everything. This is stupid. I'm not publishing this.
It's okay. You don't have to. I mean, if you know right now you're not going to get a muscle up, then it's totally
don't fun. Do that.
Don't do what? A muscle up, which is something that I have done before.
Oh!
At a playground. Just
I know.
Yeah.
Let me just bang one out. I'll send a video to Allie. This is what I did this afternoon.
Yeah. I was just messing around.
Do you have any non-fitness, non-food goals? And I'm saying specifically, I'm going to do 10 days of breath work with Robbie Bent's app, you know, when we had the other ship guy on.
Oh, I thought you were going to go to Toronto. That's what I thought we should do.
Ooh, let's do that.
Go to Toronto and hang in one of his I don't even know what you call them. That sounds like a relaxation sauna gym bar.
That sounds
the coolest
way
place
more
of all time
than breathing by myself. Let's go. I'm in.
I'm doing that right now.
And I'm starting this 10-day challenge before the new year. So it's not like I'm waiting to become a new me in 2022. Just do it right now. What the heck?
That I really like that too. More generally, I really like especially if you can do it after Christmas, before New Year's. Like if you spend Christmas thinking about, or New Year's ish thinking about your whatever resolution ish thing you want to do, and then you start it on like the 28th or 29th or whatever, that's perfect, because then it's 2 days to sort of just mess around, figure out what you like or don't like about it, figure out a routine to how is it going to fit in this, blah, blah, blah. I think doing it and then by the time the first hits, you're all hungover, you can be like, oh nice, now I can just jump back into my routine. I think that's a really, really smart way to play it, for sure.
And then you're immune to all the ads. You don't feel as crappy about yourself.
Don't worry, bro. I already got my 30-day challenge. I'm already going. Yeah, it's amazing. I hadn't thought of it. You know, 2 years ago, whatever it was, I did that year of meditation. I don't know. It didn't feel like it did much. It didn't hurt. I'm happy I did it, for sure.
Are you 10% happier?
No.
Okay.
0.1 maybe. I don't know. A tenth.
10th of a percent happier.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thought about sort of I have to think of something like along those lines though, because I think it was rewarding to do sort of a mental exercise every day. I was doing I was like journal writing for a while.
Yeah.
That was really
Right.
nice. But then it sort of got into like shit, I should be professional writing with this time, and that was funny too, because it like I was doing the thing that I wanted to do, but there was this other thought of like, oh, you're not doing it as well as you could. And it
Yeah.
like spoiled this good thing that I
Yeah.
was doing.
How dare you be unoptimized?
Right. So it was
Ugh.
really, that was a tough one for me. And it got me out of that habit. And so maybe that's a good resolution to like get back into that one and not care that it's not as perfect as it could be.
Right.
Just get back into it. Yeah.
Because it may lead into that too, right? You do your non-professional stuff and then still feel motivated, inspired, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I can't believe where this episode went. This is so stupid. I technically didn't say
Yeah, you
yes.
did say
I said,
yes.
why am I saying yes?
No, you said yeah after that, but it's okay. You can go back on it.
I'm not going back on it. Okay. Ring, bar, kip, doesn't matter.
Dealer's choice. You can do a muscle up. This is so silly. Like you can already do one, kind of.
Yeah, right. I just need to get the kinesthetic awareness.
Kinesthetic. I think you said it wrong. It's kinesthetic.
Keto. It's pronounced.
Oh, are you on keto right now? No. Keto. Kheto.
Stupid.
Anyway, you don't have to. One other one I had was focus more on working out in the sun. That's something I got away from. Get that D. Gotta get that D. Nobody's got a better D than the sun.
Weird.
I feel like I got away from that a little bit because I got the gym in my building and because I
mean, it's chillier out now.
Yeah,
chillier in LA.
Yeah. It was really nice that year that I would run somewhere, do a workout there. I missed the positives of that. I only saw the negatives when I was doing it. So maybe it's like a grass is greener situation. Like I could do pull-ups, but I couldn't do any sort of a chest movement or a heavy press movement, I should say, Yeah.
I could just do 700 push-ups.
Yeah, exactly. And just like break my shoulders, just turn into dust. So I was so I think it's grass is greener. And I think that also like I should, it's not that I'm only looking to be happy or to be happier somewhere else, is that I should take the good thing of this and put the good thing of that and sort of cherry pick the good things about different situations. Right. So
it doesn't have to be all or nothing for either. Yeah. And also just appreciate. Yeah, I should probably do that in the new year, because you look back and you're like, oh, it was so nice. I was working out outside, but at the time you're just hating it. So
I know.
Yeah. To just like enjoy the fact that I can play around with being vegan, or, have the pressure of muscling up.
Or enjoy a beautiful new tattoo. Do you have any tattoos at all? Zero, right? Yeah. So you're not going to.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. That's still there.
Everyone that's listening audio, I just pulled my lip down and revealed a barcode. Just kidding. It's supposed to be keyboard. Oh, yeah, it's still there. And when I got it, they were like, it'll be gone in 3 months to 3 years. And I'm like, well, 3 years is a long time, but that's still not forever. Cut to 7 years later.
7 years ago?
Nah, maybe 6. Yeah, it's been a while.
More than 3. Well, more than 3 years. Looks like a piano. Yeah, I can see that.
Thank you.
Chopsticks.
I feel like you're being generous. Yeah, you're gonna go play on my mouth. Bottom of my foot.
See, my friend literally just got a tattoo on the bottom of her foot, and it's her name, and one of the letters is backwards. And I'm like, That's cool. It looks cool. It's a cool tattoo. It's a good idea.
Is it the whole foot?
Did that hurt? And she was like,
Oh,
yeah. Oh yeah. That one hurt. I'm like, oh
hurt, not tickle, right?
Not tickle.
I'm weirded out by that. Okay.
I don't have any tattoos, so I don't know what I'm talking about, but they say like, I don't know. I feel like you can feel where it would hurt and where it wouldn't. Like ribs to me feels like it would be brutal, or like
they say
shin
over top
feels
of,
like
close
brutal.
to the bone is tough.
Yeah.
This one supposedly is not that bad. I was fine. No, it was like, I don't know, when you get your braces taken off or put on, or they mess around with your mouth. I'm just used to having people screwing around in there, and so it felt fine. I was like tearing up, and then there's like blood and spit and ink just like pouring out of my mouth. This looked really cool.
It's funny though, like it's funny that they could like keep it clean so they could see what they were doing. I feel like that'd be really hard.
Yeah,
just constantly.
Well, he didn't do a good job, so it looks like crap.
It looks cool.
Whatever. You're being generous. Wait, was it over her whole foot, like the way that Andy wrote his name on the bottom of his toys?
Yeah, but it wasn't very thick, so that I think helped a little bit.
Still sounds not attractive if it's your whole foot.
Well, I gotta tell you, if you're looking at the bottom of somebody's foot, I think you're already pretty attracted to them.
Yeah, that's
so.
Fair.
I don't know if that's really going to be a deal breaker.
The tough thing is staying off.
That chick is hot, but I don't know. Did you see the bottom of her feet? No, thank you. Wipes Cheeto dust on shirt. You know? No thanks.
Yeah, that internet meme. Her elbows are too pointy. You've heard that?
I love that one. That was one of my favorite ones of all time. The meme is, I think it's the Victoria's Secret fashion show or Sports Illustrated swimsuit. Yeah. It's someone like
stunning woman,
stunning, tall, bone structure, body, everything, genetic, athletic, fucking everything. This girl like looks great, and she's worked hard to look great. And it's just some fat schlub dork, sitting at home on his laptop, and the type is like her elbows are too bony or something like that, and he's just covered in mustard stains and Cheeto dust, and just ugh. And you're like, cool man, been there.
Yeah.
That's the goal. That's the dream. That must happen to you all the time. You must get comments like, I hate this person.
Yeah. She would be cool if the inside of her lip wasn't disgusting.
If only. But alas, she is. You know what else I really like is that one. I think it's a TikTok one where it's one of the sounds that has gone around a lot, and it goes, oh, you don't like girls with tattoos? And then they show their tattoo, and it goes, take me off the menu, or like take me off the list, or whatever. But every single time, the joke is that the girl like shows her tattoo, and it's this tiny dot like on the inside of her like finger, on the inside side of her ring finger or something, and it's like a little half moon or something, like something so minuscule. And they're like, oh, you don't like girls with tattoos? It's so funny. That makes me like, it's the opposite of the Cheeto dust one. Like, it makes me just love everyone and everything, Anyway, so resolution 1, get a tattoo. 2,
get out. Let me get this muscle up now.
2, get a tan.
I'll put it off. Oh no. Sorry, Brian. I might have to drop his programming.
Focus on your. Are you still doing a Borstein cycle?
I am.
Or do you have a new one planned for the new year, or is that just not?
I'm just gonna listen to whatever he has to say. But now I got to change it because I got to work on ring pulls, ring dips, and transition.
Mm-hmm.
F me.
You just gotta believe.
Yeah. I will believe myself up over the rings.
That's how you
and away from that.
As someone who's done it, that's how you do it.
Get out. All right.
Well, good luck. That sounds like a great year, and I can't wait for
you
our
too.
New Year's 2023.
December 31st.
and you're like,
tattoo party.
Yeah, well, that's true. I don't think you should have the full year. I think you need to give me the last 10 days of December because we need to make an episode of me tattooing you.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So if by December 15th, you can't do a muscle up of any kind.
I hate everything. This is so stupid. Okay. You and that face.
Okay, sounds great. Good stuff. Shake. And there you go. It's on.
Oh, I gotta do some research. There's gotta be a 30-day muscle up challenge out there, isn't there?
What about a 29-day muscle up challenge?
Yeah, come on. Can I do it
6-minute abs?
Can't even get your heart rate up that fast.
All right, great. Well, this has been a very productive episode. I
think so. I'm really excited for the new year. Everything is stupid. Put in the comments what your resolutions are, fitheads. I want to know.
And or what tattoo Allie should get. If and when she ever has to get a tattoo.
We're not crowdsourced. Actually, I might trust them more than you.
That's true. I have no idea.
Yeah, I would can't wait for you to.
I don't know what I would do. Man, I have to think of something. If lost, please return to. Just have like a phone number.
That's so practical.
Yeah, I've thought about that one a little bit because when you get really drunk, your friends will write it on your arm.
Yeah, that's cute.
Not that I would know that or have anything to do.
Yeah, of course not.
And then I probably would have to put my number on, which would be. I don't know if I'm ready to commit to a lifetime of babysitting you.
A lifetime of getting texts from the bar from strangers about.
Hey, she's showing us the bottom of her feet, and they're hideous.
Oh, not to mention the inside of her mouth. Anyway, we got your number.
Hi, this is Allie's fiance. I just saw the bottom of her feet and the inside of her lip. We need to talk. I'm like, okay, jeez, Louise.
Deal breaker.
Her future fiance. Yeah. The toe breaker. The deal breaker.
All right. This has been a good one, fitheads, except that it sucked. We will. If you can rate and review on Apple Podcasts, that helps us out a whole lot. Have a great new year. We will see you next year.